All right, if you have mastered the essentials of self-portraits, we will now dive into advanced techniques. Let's push your skills to bring out even more depth and realism. Here we go. Okay, so if you want to look at the marker colors I'm using, you can pause it right there. Now, before we start, guys, we are going to go deep into a little deep for about a few minutes on how to do proportions on a face properly. So the first thing you want to do is make a circle. And notice, look, I'm doing a light line and then a hard line. Don't do a hard line. I'm doing a hard line now so you guys can see. But you want to do a very light line because all these lines are going to race. Okay, then you do the cheek and then the chin, or the side and then the bottom of the chin. Okay, then you do a middle line vertical and a middle line horizontal directly in the middle of both sides. So please pause it if I'm going too fast. Okay, now halfway from the top of the head to the bottom, that is where your eyes are. So we already drew that line, but make sure you have your eyes directly in the middle. It's easy to put it too high. So I'm gonna label it right there, half, okay? So if you know these things, you're gonna just draw better. Okay, now halfway from the eyes to the chin is gonna be the bottom of our nose. So let's label that right here. 1/2, okay? And I'm having an arrow. So look, that's how you draw the nose right there. Now we're just doing a quick little tutorial on how to do proportions, and we're gonna do the real one. So like halfway from the nose to the chin is the mouth line. So you draw a straight line there and then do the lips. Okay. So next, let's draw how big the eyes are gonna be. Now, a lot of my drawings, I always draw my eyes a little too big, but to be accurate, you want basically the eyes to have an eye, invisible eye, basically space between. So there's an eye there, the eye there, eye there, eye there, eye there. So there's 5 eyes basically across your face of the measurement, right? And then also we have the nose. Look where the nose goes. It goes to the corner of the eye. So that's how you know how far the nose goes. So obviously we're gonna erase all this stuff when we're actually doing it. Also, look at this, the pupil goes straight down around where the pupil is. That's where the lips are gonna end. So if they're smiling, it might be a little different. And then the hairline, guys, look at that. This is about halfway. So the hairline is usually a little bit higher than halfway from the eyes to the top of the head. And then lastly, the ears. Look where the ears go. The ears go halfway or in between the eyes and the nose. Right there. Awesome. So stay tuned for more videos of each face part, example eyes. So if you need more in depth, we're gonna go a little bit more in depth now, but I'm gonna have future tutorials where we just focus on one thing, like just eyes for one video, just nose for another video. Okay, so now as we're starting, you guys saw I just did a circle and then I drew the outside of my face. So now I'm doing a marker so you guys can see better. So let's start to draw the side of the face and now the cheek as well as the chin. And girls have slightly different features, like maybe a smaller chin. So if you guys have a mirror, everyone has slightly different features. That's gonna help a lot. All right, so we're gonna try to do the outside. So I'm doing the hair, and my hair is really short and straight right here. So I'm making like little zigzag almost lines, little crooked lines to give the texture. So you want to draw basically how the hairs look. Are the hairs short? We draw little lines. Are they long? Draw longer lines. Are they curly? All right, now we already measured everything out. That's why I have a very light drawing underneath to make it easier and faster for you guys. So I already drew out where the eyes go. So we're drawing the eyes now. So you should draw the middle lines. Now notice how the eyes look on this advanced drawing. And then we have the little eye part right there. I forget what it's called. So the eyes are more like a football, but at the very end, they kind of point down into a little, they kind of squeeze almost like a little lemon or something. An opposite arch. Okay, now the eye is that circle, and now we're right now doing the highlights. So we're gonna carve out or basically draw a little area where there's gonna be a highlight. All right, we're gonna do a highlight there, and then the pupil. So 2 little highlights. Sometimes you might have 1 highlight or multiple highlights depending on what lights there are. All right, here's the advanced part as well. This is called the eyelid. So everyone's might be a little different, but mine goes like that, and then it goes close to my eye, right across. And then we have also on the bottom, it's like the inside part of the eye where you can see the skin. That's where the eyelash will be. So we'll just draw like that. All right, now I'm gonna draw my eyelashes as little dots, and I might make them a little longer later. But girls, you can do it longer. We'll have a video of how to do eyelashes correctly. You basically want to do it a certain direction, but as right now we're just going down on a vertical angle. And of course boys have eyelashes, but sometimes I would draw my eyelashes too big and then it would look like a girl or just off. All right, so halfway, remember, from the eyes to the chin, we're doing the nose line. Then we can do a little side shadow part of the nose there. We're still making the nose pretty simple. Sometimes you do too much. The nose is pretty hard to do. You can mess it up. So we needed some nostrils that kind of look like triangles. All right, now we're gonna try to make me look kind of smiling. But if you do teeth, it's gonna be very hard, because if you do too many teeth, it's gonna look scary. Okay. Now notice my lips, I didn't connect it fully because it'll make my lips too defined. So girls, they can define it more by connecting it, but it'll start to look like I have lipstick on or something like that. So I just do it like that. And as a girl or a guy, you can do it either way. All right, so now we have the eyelashes, and notice I'm drawing these little short lines that are acting like the hair, so you can see the texture. And this is great for when you have a mirror, because girls might probably have thinner eyebrows, or just depending on, everyone has slightly different, right? All right, now let's get a little bit more detailed with the ear. We go in, around, back down with the earlobe. Okay, let's get a little detailed here with the top part of the ear, then the side, then some of the inside, earlobe, top part of the ear. Then we'll do the same on the other side. Like that. Awesome. Now remember, if it's not perfectly symmetrical, that's fine. If you guys see my the side of the cheek and my chin area, it kind of looks a little different, and that's completely normal. I kind of messed up, but everyone's face isn't perfectly symmetrical. All right, now, so yeah, that makes it more realistic. So now we're doing the shirt. So I just did the neck and the shirt. All right, so if you want to pause it here, remember these are the different types of hairstyles. We have short, curly, long, locks, medium, braids, straight, bun, ponytail, and wavy. So that's just some of them. You guys can look on Google Images for some more ideas. If you just type in hairstyles, cartoon, or clip art, you can see. And also just using a mirror is what you really need. You can look at my sketch there of how to draw the basic shapes of it. So if you guys notice, my skull is a little lower, but now your hair is going to basically come off of your skull. Even if you have really short hair, it's going to come off a little bit. And then depending on how long your hair is, it's going to kind of puff up over the top of your head or the sides of your head. And then now we're doing the lines in the hair. And notice my hair is a little wavy, kind of straight and wavy at the same time, the longer. And I have longer hair on the top, so I'm drawing the line strokes the same way. Instead of just shading it in, like let's say I had black hair or brown hair, instead of just shading it in, I'm actually drawing the way the hair goes in the direction and the length. So look at your hair. Is it wavy? Is it curly? Is it short, long? You want to draw it how you see it. Now, you don't have to draw every single hair blade. Some people do that, and that's called hyperrealism, where it looks realistic but like perfectly like a photo. But we're just having fun, we're practicing, so I'm just gonna draw it like that. All right, now we're gonna do little lines here because this is where I have shorter hair. And then, yeah, let's do some eyebrows too. If you don't want to, you don't have to do the eyebrows. You just make it flatter without any texture. And also when we color this in, guys, what color pencils, this is where you drawing a lot of your hair. That's where you really want to focus on making it more realistic. So right now we're just getting the basic shapes. Let's add some more eyelashes right here on the bottom, just little dots. So usually your eyelashes on the top are a little longer than the bottom. All right, I like this a lot. I still feel like my eyes might be slightly too big, but that's the point of art, guys. We're having fun, we're learning. You guys are practicing. I hope you guys are following along with me to practice, and I guarantee you by the time you do a few of them, you're gonna be better by the end of it. So we're gonna do a fast forward of how to color it in, and then I'm gonna talk about the process of what I did, and you'll see how much better it looks once you can color in and shade correctly. So I'll see you guys then on the other side. Here we go. Okay, so as we're finishing coloring up, I am proud at what I accomplished here, and I know you guys are gonna do a great job as well. So some quick tips with the drawing. We did some alcohol markers to make that even skin tone and just even coloring, which really helps make it look nice. And after we colored it all, I was looking at the shadows and highlights in my picture. So I went back with a gray alcohol marker, and then I also did the black color pencil as well as the white to get those highlights and shadows to make it really pop. And I did a lot of work on the hair to make it look realistic. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for some shorts that are coming up where I'm gonna get my students from my elementary school and post their work of their self-portraits. So I'm excited for that. And stay tuned for Princess Peach and Mario coming up for some fun drawings. Peace out.